Well, good morning and welcome back to Balfour Farm. This morning we're headed out. We're gonna go cut some trees down along the driveway here. Got a lot of cedar trees along the driveway here, and I need fence posts. So. Some of them are starting to die, some we just don't want there. And we're gonna go through and thin them all out. Take as many as we can here, I think. So we've got a lot of fencing to do this spring, and I think I need somewhere around 50, 60, maybe 70 fence posts. And a lot of these here are nice and straight, so we're going to cut them down. We'll drag them up by the barn, limb them up, and cut them to length. Well, we're making pretty good progress here. I've cut probably, at least 20 trees or so. I did have to stop and sharpen my chain again. There's a lot of barbed wire. This is along a fence line, which is the field on the other side there. It's a really old barbed wire, and I happened to hit a piece. So anyway, I'm gonna cut a couple more trees down here, haul them up. All right, I'm taking a little bit of a break from cutting those trees. I need to get in, and I've been working on this skid steer here for a few days. I have one tire left to fix on this, and need to get it done tonight because tomorrow morning I want to use the skid steer. There we go. Got two new tires on this side, and one new tire I need to put on. I've replaced these tires. They're really old. They were all dry rotted and cracked, and just won't hold air anymore. So I've got 3 of the new tires on, but I'm going to get this one dismounted and put the new one on. So these new tires are a little bit smaller than the original ones. The tires that a direct replacement for what was on the skid steer, the tires were a couple $100 a piece. I really didn't want to spend $800 to $1,000 on tires for a skid steer that's barely worth that. So what I did was I just got some passenger car tires. The tread's not as good, but this thing operates on cement most of the time anyway, on concrete. So I don't need a huge lug tire, but and I have put tubes in them all. So we have had a ton of flat tires recently and a bunch of tire repairs and things. And I've always done it with just on the floor of the shop with a couple pry bars, a couple tire spoons, and it hasn't been easy. So I finally broke down and bought a tire changer, and it actually has worked really, really well for something that's so cheap. So this is it. It's got it from Harbor Freight, and I think it was $120 or whatever. And I bolted it to the floor, secured it down so it won't go anywhere, but I'll show you the way it works here. This here breaks the bead on the tire, and then when you get it, the bead broken, you set the tire down, but we'll get to it here. I'll show you. Think, bud? Moose. All right, there we go. That is the rim. It literally probably only took maybe a couple minutes to do that. All right, so this rim here is actually in better shape than the other ones. The others were really, really rusty, but I'm going to hit this with a wire brush, and I'll show you what we do before we put the tire back on and the tube in there. Yeah. All right, just like that, the all 4 tires are on. Oh, she's got the Go Fast tires on there now. Low profile, ooh, super wide. Yeah, just like what all the kids like to have on their cars. But anyway, they were the cheapest thing I could find. Even at that, they were still, I think, 70 bucks a piece. And then I had to put tubes in them, which was another 15 a piece. So, but you've got to have tires on the skid steer. So, yeah, this will work just fine and get us around. Tomorrow morning, it has to go back to work, though. So the tire changer there, really impressed with it. It's, I got it, like I said, from Harbor Freight. And that's what it is there. I think it was about $129, something like that. Can't really remember. So Harbor Freight didn't pay for that. They're not paying me to say anything nice about it. It's I paid for it with my own money, and I'm happy with it. Hey, Andrew, bring the tractor up here. I think we'll start right here. There's a pile of trees in one spot. Well, we are back at it today. I've got Andrew here helping me. Yesterday it was kind of slow going, cutting the trees by myself, dragging the brush off, and then dragging the trees up. Take them up into the field there where we're stockpiling them until we need them. So I'm hoping it goes quicker today. All right, well, we're done cutting for the day. At least I am done. We've got some work to go do in the pig barn, but I'll show you what we got cut here. And I think we have enough posts. So each one of these trees here will, we can usually get at least three posts out of each one. Two really good corner posts, and then the top where it starts getting small is usually a brace post or a line post. But anyway, there's got to be at least 30 or 40 there, I'm guessing. So enough to get us started. So I really wanted to get these cut and up the driveway before things got too muddy and we start tearing stuff up. And now they can sit there. As soon as the ground thaws, we can get out and start working on some fence. We've got a lot to fix. And we're back at it again today on to yet another project. I'll show you what we're up to. So what we've got here is it's a greenhouse that we've used in the past for growing things. Our daughter actually used it for growing veggies, but we plan on, right now it's storage. So we've got our old nest boxes there that we're gonna reuse. Got some other stuff, generator, just a collection of stuff. So the plan today is we're gonna get in here, try and clean all this stuff out of here. I got 2 loads of gravel, and we're gonna come in, clean up the base of this. I don't know if I'm gonna mow it yet or just try and plow it off with a skid steer. I don't know. Got some fabric to put down. We're gonna put some stone down, compact the living daylights out of it, and this is gonna be our new chicken coop. So we've got 400 laying pullets coming in about, I think, 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 4 to 5. I can't really remember. End of April anyway. they're coming. So I want to get this all prepared and ready so that when they do get delivered, we can just bring them in here and drop them right off. They're going to have some outdoor access. We need to put some metal and some screening up to keep critters out and to keep them from picking at the plastic. But yeah, I think it'll make a nice chicken coop. So what we'll wind up doing is putting a few doors along the side there, and we're going to divide that building right in half. We'll have our new chickens in this half, and then the old chickens laying hens in the front half. That way we can keep them separated. We'll put a few doors in, and then there's a huge amount of area out here that we're going to fence in so they have outdoor access and they'll be able to go out and scratch around and pick around at the grass. So Andrew's just finishing up feeding the cows right now. As soon as he gets done with that, I'm going to have him help me. He's going to haul gravel over from the piles with the big tractor, and then I'm going to use the skid steer to move things around inside. So we'll get back to this here in a few minutes. Come on, bud. All right, we're finally getting some stone in here, aren't we, Andrew? Murphy's on the lookout for mice. There's been tons of mice in here. There you go, Murphy, get him. Oh, he's all covered in cockleburrs now. All right, I had an awesome plan. Actually, Heather had an awesome plan, and I was just going to implement it, but her idea was to put down this old fabric. It was weed barrier. It's woven stuff, so it's pretty thick, like what you'd put underneath the road. Didn't work. I couldn't get it to lay down flat enough, and it's just not going to work. So we've done away with this idea. We're just going to spread stone in here. I think it'll be plenty. Well, we are nearly done. As always, I've run out of time for this project, so we're going to have to wait a couple days until I can get back to it, but get it about 90% done for spreading stone. Then I need to compact. We've got a lot more work to do before the chickens come, but I'll show you what we've got done here. So there it is. Got a good 6 to 8 inches of stone throughout the whole thing. About 6 inches around the sides, and there's a dip in the middle where it's about 8 inches deep, but it's pretty well done. We need to add a little bit more here and there where it's low spots, but yeah, it's looking good. So we have a pile of stuff in the back of the greenhouse here. So we're using this as storage right now. There's another farmer that actually has they were moving their farm, and we've stored a bunch of things here for them. That'll all move out of here probably in another month or so, hopefully. And then we'll continue on with the gravel, finish the rest of the chicken coop. This thing will be divided right in half. So one half will be for, like I said before, the new chickens, one half for the old chickens. They are going to have a ton of space here, so really excited about that. All right, well, I've got to get back up to the barn and help Andrew finish up the eggs for the day, and then we're done. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing here on the farm. We will see you next time.